Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about our first sneak peek at The Walking Dead Season 9. Now, this is a teaser for the trailer coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the full-length trailer. This is just like a little get ready for that type sneak peek. So, a couple things we can point out. I just want to run through some of the more obvious things. If I miss any hidden details, let me know down in the comment box. I usually save the more in-depth reviews for the actual trailer itself, but we have Maggie here with Daryl, and I kind of get the vibe watching the whole teaser that Daryl did something bad. Did something he shouldn't have done, and maybe Maggie's having a discussion with him. Now, there's something interesting going on here. Now, there's talk about the female leadership and all this other hoopla in the news, which I read the articles and I just brushed it off because we had strong leaders, females, you know what I mean? We've had strong females in The Walking Dead since the absolute beginning. I mean, The Walking Dead has done an amazing job taking somebody so meek and mild like Carol, and look at her today. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Maggie. Look at her today. Michonne. Michonne was one who saved Rick's life against one of the first big bad villains. You know, Rick was almost choked out. Michonne got that stab in. So I just brushed it off. And I'm not trying to make anything political or arguments or whatever. That's not the direction I'm going. But I want to showcase that later on we see a sign with all the community names, but the Hilltop's name isn't on the post. Instead, at the top, we see Headquarters, HQ. In Season 8, in the beginning, Rick said, "After this, I'm going to follow you." And I'm starting to feel like that was not a throwaway line. I'm getting the vibe that Hilltop is the headquarters, not Alexandria, which again is kind of weird because we should be following Rick. But if the rumors are true and Rick is leaving, this is just more evidence to point that they're steering away from Rick being the lead and the focus. Anyway, so I just get early prediction. I feel like Maggie and Daryl are talking about his attitude and a little buddy conversation here, and they're walking away from the camp that they were at. Now, I do believe this camp right here is some type of outpost where if you look at everything they're sleeping in, it is a set-up camp. Like, it's not established. It's as if they're on the road, and then they set up these camps. So I don't know why all the community members are there, like members from every community. I'm not sure if it was just one community or a couple people from a community. Maybe they are mapping out unknown territory. That could be something they're doing, and they're setting up signs, directing people which way to go. So I do feel like whatever they're doing, they are in a camp that is mobile. Whether it's looking for supplies or expanding, that could be it. And this is one of the nights where they're at the camp. They're not in their communities because they're either scavenging or they're expanding their territory overall, making the roads safe, shit like that. Rebuilding civilization. This is interesting. All right, let's start from the left. I don't know who that is. I probably should. I can't make it out, though. But that is definitely Carol. And that is definitely Ezekiel. And I never, ever hype up, people getting in relationships on the show. It's not really my thing, but there's a lot of shit going on with Carol and Daryl fans, and I just want to poke a little fun at this. Confirmed. Anyway, it's no big deal. He'll probably die anyway. Or maybe she will. And then Daryl will never get care. It doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on. I think this is interesting. You can't really tell. This looks like Tara. Maybe it looks like the girl from Oceanside. That looks like the other younger girl from Oceanside. I can't really tell. Maybe if I watch it in motion. And then we have some more people here. But we do have almost everybody from each community in this little makeshift camp. And this is Michonne saying, "Hey, Maggie, when someone does something bad, they need to be punished. It's not like the olden days where, Daryl got mad, punched someone in the face, and that was the end of it. No, we have to set up, okay, if you break a rule, we need to establish laws. We need to establish, all right, listen, maybe you need to go to jail overnight or a week if you murder. I mean, you need those rules, obviously, if you have this community. And if you don't have these rules, somebody can be running around punching and stealing and thieving and raping and slapping and doing anything. What do you do in that case? So I think this is going to be a lot of the underlining themes as part of building the world while they build up the threats and other conflicts that are arising. This looks like they are checking out weapons. It looks like Rosita has the mobile armory, I would imagine, and these two girls from Oceanside are checking out some pistols. And here's that sign I was talking about, and this is what leads me to believe this is a mobile version of their communities. So they are on the road. They are either scavenging or expanding their domain, their territory. We have headquarters, Oceanside, Alexandria, Sanctuary, and Toledo. Now, this is another weird one right here because Toledo's not a community we know. We have all the other communities we know, and this may be Hilltop, which is, again, it's so weird not having Rick. Rick was the leader. Just, I don't know. It feels like it doesn't make sense unless they're going in the direction where he has led them this far and he wants to pump his brakes a little bit. All right, that's cool. I like that, actually. All right, so Toledo is a city in Ohio. Now, I'm not doing a lot of research on this. I feel like this could be just a name for something, a community, yada, yada, yada. We know the junkyard was completely wiped out. Morgan is gone, so I don't think a community exists there that they would put signs up, because by this time they would know he's gone. No one else is living there. So I feel like at this point in time, until we get any other hints, we may already, or they may already know who is in the helicopter, and Toledo is someone from there. And if it is in Ohio, Toledo's a city in Ohio, Commonwealth, which is a community we will find probably in the end of season 9 or season 10. Commonwealth is located in Ohio, I believe. No, did I get that wrong? I'm almost positive it's in Ohio. Anyway, I could be getting that wrong, but Ohio, either, for some reason I have that on the brain. So I'm trying to make the connection that this new place where the people who have the helicopter are located, maybe they already know of them, and we'll get the reveal later on. And this leads them to discovering the community of the Commonwealth, again, because it's Ohio and yada, yada, yada. So I think that's the connection right there with the Ohio sign, or the Toledo sign. Now, here's some Sanctuary girls here. Rick Grimes come up, and again, everyone looks happy and peaceful, and this is the community. Everybody loves the way things are set up. Here's Jerry giving his girl a kiss goodbye. Maybe they're leaving the camp to go do some more exploration. And we get Daryl socking the shit out of the guy everyone told me was going to be Beta. This guy was cast, I forget what other movie he was in. He's a bigger guy, and I think everyone who messaged me said this is Beta confirmed. Well, it's not. If it is, that's weak as hell that they would show him and then have him come back, unless they're setting up the reason why he doesn't want his mask taken off. But again, that doesn't make sense unless some whispers, or comic fans will know what I'm talking about. But I don't think it's Beta at all, the future villain, if you just watch the show. So this is Daryl getting mad at him, and I think this is what starts Michonne saying, hey, we need to follow through with these rules and yada, yada, yada. Like, we love Daryl. There's this underlining conflict building up, but he just can't punch people in the face, you know? Excuse me. So I think that is going to play a part in, again, the underlining theme of the season. So not much more, I guess, we missed, except for maybe the dialogue. That's the thing I'm looking for. If we play this dialogue right here.
You think you got all this on lock? You think you got all this on lock?
All right, so that is Negan saying, you think you got all this on luck. That's something that is interesting, because that doesn't sound like he's saying something mean. That sounds like he's saying, what, you think you got all this on luck? no, you guys built this, you worked for it, you earned it. Again, he could be saying something mean, I don't know, but it doesn't sound like something someone would say if they're trying to be mean. You get what I mean? So I feel like he's talking to somebody. Possibly Rick. I mean, Rick makes the most sense. Possibly, I don't want to say Daryl. I don't know. Let me do that again.
You think you got all this on lock? You think you got all this on lock?
Yeah, you know what? I think he might be talking to Rick at that point in time, but I think he's actually saying something positive. Maybe this is where we see a side of Negan where he's like, no, you guys worked for this. You earned this, this isn't luck. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's pretty much all we're going to drag out of this teaser. Like I said, if you guys picked out some little things, maybe Toledo isn't actually the city in Ohio, maybe it's Toledo. I don't know. Put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. The Walking Dead world premiere trailer for season 9 comes out tomorrow. That's Friday. So get hyped for that. I cannot wait. I am absolutely thrilled. So thoughts and opinions in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.